The world of celebrity romance is often defined by fleeting moments, public appearances under the glare of camera flashes, and the constant scrutiny of millions of onlookers who watch every single gesture, trying to decode the mysteries of love in the modern spotlight. Yet, every once in a while, a story emerges that transcends the usual fast-paced nature of high-profile relationships, transforming instead into a cinematic narrative of genuine devotion, shared artistic vision, and a deep-seated commitment that captivates global attention. In the beautiful landscape of global entertainment, few figures have commanded as much admiration and stylistic influence as the iconic pop superstar who has redefined the charts with her infectious rhythms and distinct artistic identity over the last decade. Beside her stands a remarkably talented actor, celebrated for his profound depth, captivating screen presence, and an understated charm that has quickly propelled him into the highest echelons of the international cinematic world. Together, they have woven a tapestry of romance that feels both incredibly modern and deeply rooted in the classic traditions of timeless love stories. Their journey together has been a subject of endless fascination, leading up to a series of monumental celebrations that have set a new standard for elegance, luxury, and artistic collaboration in the realm of high society marriages. It is a story that invites us to pause and appreciate the meticulous craftsmanship of life, fashion, and human connection. Encouraging all of our dedicated viewers to subscribe to this channel so you never miss an update on the most captivating moments of cultural history and celebrated milestones as they unfold in real time. To truly understand the grandeur of their recent celebrations, one must first appreciate the quiet, calculated steps that brought these two extraordinary individuals together, building an unshakable foundation far away from the chaotic demands of their daily professional lives. The initial sparks of their relationship were subtle, whispered about in exclusive inner circles before exploding into the public consciousness through glimpses of pure, unadulterated happiness captured on the historic streets of major cultural capitals. From the very beginning, observers noted a rare synchronization between them, an instantaneous understanding that seemed to bypass the usual awkward adjustments of newfound romance. This was not merely a pairing of two famous names for the sake of public relations, but rather a profound alignment of two souls who recognized in each other a kindred spirit, a shared work ethic, and a mutual appreciation for the finer, more meaningful aspects of existence. As their bond deepened through the seasons, the anticipation surrounding their future together grew exponentially, setting the stage for a matrimonial journey that would ultimately span multiple European countries, involve the world's most prestigious fashion houses, and culminate in an ultra-luxurious celebration that people will be talking about for decades to come. Long before the sun-drenched hills of the Mediterranean became the backdrop for their vows, the couple chose to honor their roots with a remarkably understated and intimate civil ceremony in the heart of London. This initial step, taken away from the grand grandstands of international media, demonstrated their desire to keep the core of their legal union personal and grounded, surrounded only by those who had witnessed their love grow from its very first days. The historic venue they selected for this intimate occasion carried its own weight of cultural significance, acting as a timeless anchor for a modern love story that was about to expand into something vastly more magnificent. Even in this quieter setting, the high-fashion narrative that would define their wedding began to take shape, signaling to the world that this union would be an exquisite fusion of personal romance and unparalleled style. The choice of attire for this initial ceremony reflected a deep respect for avant-garde tailoring and historical elegance, establishing a visual theme of sophistication that would only intensify as the celebrations moved toward their grand destination. This contrast between the quiet, solemn legality of their London vows and the impending extravagance of their continental celebrations created a beautiful tension, a sense of prologue to a grand masterpiece that was slowly being unveiled to an eager global audience. As news of their official union began to circulate, the world held its breath, knowing that this was merely the first chapter in a much larger, incredibly lavish celebration of their shared future. The transition from the historic, rain-kissed architecture of the British capital to the breathtaking, historic landscapes of southern Europe marked a deliberate shift in tone. Moving from the private sphere of legal commitment to the grand stage of a multi-day theatrical celebration of love. The destination they chose for this grand affair was not accidental. It was a place steeped in centuries of history, culture, and artistic inspiration, offering the perfect canvas for a couple whose lives are defined by creativity and expression. By booking out an entire luxury estate, they ensured that their guests would be entirely immersed in a private world of elegance, comfort, and celebration, far removed from the prying eyes of the outside world. This sense of exclusivity and grand scale set the tone for a weekend that would blend the boundaries between a private family gathering and a legendary cultural event. As the final preparations were put into place under the warm Mediterranean sun, the atmosphere grew thick with anticipation, with insiders hinting at a level of luxury and detail that would challenge the boundaries of modern wedding design. The anticipation was not just about the scale of the event, but about how every single element, from the floral arrangements to the custom-designed wardrobes, would reflect the unique personalities and shared journey of the bride and groom. This meticulous attention to detail, combined with the natural beauty of their chosen sanctuary, promised to create an unforgettable experience for everyone fortunate enough to be included in the guest list. As the days ticked closer to the main event, the excitement surrounding the couple reached a fever pitch, with fans and fashion enthusiasts alike eager to witness the culmination of a romance that had captured the imagination of millions. The stage was set, the guests had arrived, and the air was filled with the unmistakable magic of a love story reaching its grandest crescendo, leading into a weekend that would forever redefine the concept of a high society wedding. The grand transition from the historic, intimate halls of London to the sun-drenched, historic landscapes of Sicily marked the beginning of an ultra-luxurious three-day affair that would completely redefine the modern celebrity wedding. Set against the breathtaking backdrop of Villa Valguarnera in Bulgaria, a magnificent 18th-century estate located near the vibrant city of Palermo, the celebration unfolded as a masterclass in elegance, privacy, and theatrical romance. The couple spared no expense for this monumental weekend, completely booking out an entire luxury hotel to ensure absolute seclusion and comfort for their closest friends, family, and distinguished guests who traveled from all corners of the globe. As the weekend commenced, the air in Bulgaria was thick with an undeniable tension and excitement, as the world waited for a glimpse of how this deeply enamored pair would celebrate their shared future. The main event was nothing short of a visual masterpiece, capturing the hearts of onlookers worldwide when official images were finally shared with the public. Accompanied by the simple yet profound caption denoting their new status as husband and wife. The imagery revealed a deeply intimate look into their private sanctuary, showing the couple sharing quiet, tender embraces, posing amidst the timeless architecture of the Sicilian venue, and toasting to their lifelong commitment with flows of premium champagne. Every photograph radiated a powerful sense of genuine devotion, proving that beneath the layers of unimaginable luxury and global stardom, the core of this celebration was a profound human connection between two people who are absolutely mad about each other. Central to the breathtaking visual narrative of the wedding was the bride's spectacular attire, a custom creation that stood as a testament to the highest levels of historical craftsmanship and artistic collaboration. Her main bridal gown was an exquisite haute couture masterpiece designed specifically for her by the visionary creative mind of Mathieu Blazy for the legendary French fashion house Chanel. This breathtaking dress, which featured delicate feather accents and intricate crystal detailing, was brought to life over countless hours of meticulous handiwork within the historic, sacred spaces of the Chanel ateliers located at 31 Rue Cambon in Paris. The fashion house later revealed that the creation of this gown was the direct result of a long-standing, deeply personal relationship with the global pop icon, showcasing an exceptional level of artistic know-how that is rarely seen in modern fashion. To complement this spectacular gown, her bridal veil was also a marvel of artisan design, having been entirely hand-embroidered with thousands of tiny beads and delicate feathers, all enhanced by hand-cut organza appliques that floated elegantly behind her as she walked down the aisle. The entire look was completed with absolute precision, featuring custom-made white satin pumps crafted by the legendary footwear artisans at Massaro, ensuring that every single step the bride took was steeped in historical luxury and comfort. Not to be outdone in the style department, the groom presented a striking figure of contemporary elegance, choosing a custom-designed suit from the historic French luxury house Louis Vuitton. His impeccably tailored ensemble perfectly matched the sophisticated grandeur of the Sicilian estate, blending classic formal silhouettes with a modern, sharp edge that highlighted his commanding physical presence and understated charm. Together, the bride and groom looked like figures stepped straight out of a classic Hollywood romance, effortlessly balancing the massive weight of high-fashion history with the relaxed, joyful energy of a modern love story. The incredible attention to detail extended far beyond their wardrobe, influencing every single aspect of the three-day festival, from the culinary experiences that celebrated the rich gastronomic heritage of Sicily to the musical curation that kept guests dancing long into the warm Mediterranean nights. The atmosphere of Villa Valguarnera, with its sweeping stone staircases, historic frescoes, and lush, overgrown gardens overlooking the sea, provided an unparalleled sense of drama and romantic tension, making every moment feel like a scene from an epic cinematic masterpiece. As the night progressed and the champagne flowed, the initial public intrigue surrounding their relationship gave way to a celebration of pure, unfiltered joy, cementing this weekend not just as a major pop culture event, but as a historic milestone for two individuals who have found an enduring sanctuary in each other's arms. The contrast between this lavish Italian spectacle and their quiet civil ceremony in London perfectly illustrated the dual nature of their relationship, showing a couple who is entirely comfortable moving between the highest echelons of global luxury and the quietest, most private moments of personal devotion. As the images of their Sicilian nuptials continued to circulate across social media and global news outlets, the sheer scale and beauty of the event left an indelible mark on the public consciousness, setting a brand new benchmark for what a modern fairy tale wedding can truly be when guided by true love and unparalleled artistic vision. To truly comprehend why this spectacular union has resonated so deeply across the global cultural landscape, one must look beyond the immediate glamour of the Sicilian sun and the breathtaking artistry of haute couture, turning instead to the extraordinary individual journeys that brought these two creative forces together. The global pop sensation who celebrated her 30th birthday just ahead of these monumental ceremonies has spent the last decade establishing herself as one of the most resilient, hardworking, and innovative voices in modern music, transforming her deeply personal observations on life and love into universal anthems that have defined a generation. Her path to this point has been marked by a relentless pursuit of artistic independence, making her recent reflections on the profound weight of marriage all the more poignant for her millions of dedicated followers worldwide. Getting engaged to her partner in June of 25 opened up a completely new emotional chapter for the artist, who openly confessed to British Vogue that she had never truly understood the spiritual and emotional magnitude of matrimony until finding a connection so deep that it naturally reoriented her perspective on the future. She beautifully described the decision to grow old together, to envision a shared life through all its inevitable seasons, and to simply be best friends forever, as an incredibly unique and special feeling that grounded her amidst the dizzying heights of her global success. Her profound adoration for her husband was symbolized beautifully by her custom engagement ring, a masterpiece designed specifically for her by her partner, which she described as an absolute obsession that perfectly captured her personal identity and proved how deeply he truly understands her inner world. The groom, a remarkably accomplished 36-year-old actor whose career has seen an incredible trajectory through powerful dramatic roles and high-profile television epics, brought his own grounded perspective to this high-profile partnership. Speaking candidly to the Sunday Times, he recalled their very first meeting, which occurred after an exclusive event where the initial sparks of their connection were completely instantaneous and unshakable, setting off a chain of events that would see them transition from private confidants to one of the most celebrated couples of the modern era. Their public journey began in earnest when they were first spotted dancing together at an after-party, an intimate moment that quickly fueled media speculation but was ultimately rooted in a genuine, undeniable mutual infatuation that insiders described as absolute madness for one another from the very start. As they navigated the early months of their romance, packing on affectionate displays of love in cultural hubs like New York City, it became increasingly clear to those around them that this was not a fleeting celebrity romance, but a foundational partnership built on mutual respect, shared creative drives, and an unwavering commitment to protecting their inner sanctuary. The three-day celebration at Villa Valguarnera was therefore not just an exhibition of immense wealth or high-fashion prestige, but a deliberate, joyful declaration of this shared journey, surrounded by a tight-knit circle of family and loved ones who have supported them from their earliest days. By choosing to blend the classic elegance of historic fashion houses with the raw, contemporary energy of their personal styles, they created a wedding narrative that feels both historically significant and refreshingly authentic, serving as an inspiration for how love can be celebrated with grandeur without losing its core human intimacy. As the final echoes of the Sicilian celebrations fade and the couple begins their private life as husband and wife, the global community continues to look back at these images with a sense of awe, recognizing that this milestone represents the beautiful convergence of two remarkable life stories. It is a powerful reminder that even in a world dominated by fast-paced media and fleeting trends, the timeless values of devotion, friendship, and a conscious choice to build a future together still hold the power to captivate our collective imagination and stand as a brilliant beacon of modern romance at its absolute finest.